Yeah. Treat me like a stranger. Somebody that I used to know. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Is this your last day of work for the week, or do you got to work all week long? It's Thanksgiving for those of you in the States. I know in Canada, you guys all celebrated Thanksgiving like a week or two ago, some strange time. But listen, right now we're going to talk about how to lose 100 pounds, how to drop 100 pounds. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. How to drop 100 pounds in just 24 hours. How to drop 100 pounds. If you're curious, you want to know how to drop 100 pounds in the next 24 hours. Yes, I roped you in. Now you have to stay on. You're listening, even if it's on the replay, even if you're like, I watch yours, but I don't come on live because you're going to call me out. Nope, I'm not going to call you out, but I am going to show you how to drop. Well, I'm not going to show you. I'm going to tell you how to drop 100 pounds. You can drop 100 pounds in the next 24 hours. If only, right? Well, if we're talking about weight, probably the only chances of doing that, of dropping 100 pounds off your weight, is by making a visit to one of the very famous doctor's offices that'll go ahead and cut 100 pounds off of your body. But I'm not just talking about 100 pounds in 24 hours. So listen up. And I didn't say lose 100 pounds, so I'm going to correct myself. Drop 100 pounds. What I'm about to do is go in and drop. Now, you don't even have to be in a gym. You don't even have to wait. You can actually get down and do some push-ups. You can get down and do some squats. You can down and do some lunges. You can drop down and do some work. You can drop yourself off at a gym and drop some weights. What you do is you pick them up, and then you put them down, and then you pick them back up again, and then you put them back down. Or you squat, which means you bend your knees like you're going to sit into a chair. Now, I'm going to correct people if they say, Mark, but I can't do squats. And then I'm going to ask you, can you sit in a chair, and do you have to get up from a chair? Can you get back down into the chair and get back up? Guess what? You're doing squats. And guess what? If you're a little bit overweight, chances are you're going to get up and lift 100 pounds or more, and then you're going to drop those 100 pounds or more every single day. And what's my point to this message is you got to use what you have. You got to move it or lose it, right? Here, Thanksgiving, nobody wants to talk about, no, Mark, I'm just getting into the holidays. It's Thanksgiving. I got too much stress. I got too many things to think about. I got family in town. I'm going to be traveling. There's going to be all the extra stress. I'm going to eat probably more than I should and drink probably more than I should. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. I'm going to do it with you. Let's go ahead. Take a deep breath. Little John Mayer. Your body is a wonderland. Your body is. This is appropriate song right here. Look, couldn't have even said it. Your body is a wonderland. It is. And it's wondering, when are you going to start moving again? When are you going to start using your body the way it should be? When are you going to start feeling better about yourself? When are you going to start taking action on losing the weight? Now, it may not be 100 pounds. And listen, and I've helped people lose 100, 200, 300 pounds plus over the years, many pounds, everything in between. And 100 pounds. You want to lose it in 24 hours? Well, all you have to do is get smart about it and realize that it ain't going to happen in 24 hours. Shoot, it's not going to probably happen in 24 days either, contrary to popular belief of lots of marketing tactics and things that you're going to get sold into believing. You see, let's be realistic. How much time is it going to take for somebody to lose 100 pounds? And maybe you're not there, but you can do the math. But let's just talk for 100 pounds. Did you know if you lost 1 pound, just 1 pound per week in a year, 1 pound per week, do the math, pretty easy, 52 pounds in a year. So you could have potentially in this past year of 2020 and really like being not doing much at all, you could potentially have lost a pound a week and you could have been 52 pounds lighter. In fact, let's be a little bit, say you even stepped up your efforts and you lost 2 pounds a week, ding, 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 guess what? That's 104 pounds in a year. Can you imagine? I don't have to imagine because I see it happening to people in my program. I know a woman that's in my program now. Now, she didn't lose the weight coming in, but she's lost close to 200 pounds on her own and working in different programs. And now she came to ask for my help because she needed to start exercising, because exercising with almost 200 pounds less of your body away from you is going to be different than it was before. In fact, I don't think there was much exercise happening. But I can guarantee you if she was getting up and moving, chances are she was moving a lot of extra weight around, over 100 pounds. So let's just get real. Let's just get real for a moment, right? It ain't going to happen overnight. You're not going to drop 100 pounds in 24 hours unless you go to a doctor, and then you're basically putting your life into the hands of doctors who are doing that surgery. Now, am I against that surgery? Well, I would say if that's your absolute last resort, but most of the time people go to that because it's just an easy option. And I say an easy option because it doesn't require you doing anything than getting surgery and then the after part. And I say that, so this is no offense to anybody if you had that surgery. But I can tell you, living with a nurse practitioner who specializes in GI medicine, has been doing that for one of the top hospitals in the country for the past 6 years, and the horror stories that she's told me that she's had as patients, and guess what they've all had to lose that 100 pounds in 24 hours, so to speak. They had that lap band, that surgery, right? They had that gastric bypass surgery. And now they're sitting with leaky guts, and they're sitting with lots of problems, and they didn't do anything on their own. They didn't do exercise. They didn't change their habits aside from the amount of food they ate because they had no other choice. And their lives are a mess. And I've worked with people too as well. And I can tell you this, don't go down that road. Don't think you're going to have it easy just by opting in for the surgery, even if it doesn't cost you anything because your insurance covers it, which still blows me away why that happens. But nevertheless, 100 pounds in 24 hours, right? No. If you want to lift 100 pounds in 24 hours, go do some push-ups, go do some squats, take your butt up off the couch and go for a walk, get in the gym, lift up weights, put them down, lift up weights, put them down. And I guarantee you, you do that for the next year, and chances are you'll have the weight you're looking for, whether it's 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 60 pounds, 80 pounds off, and that's it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be rocket science. This is not very, very difficult. Most people make it more difficult than they need to. And most of the time, it's not even with just the weight. It's understanding what their body needs. And I'll tell you, for me, I've been doing this for 25 years. It's still a work in progress. I'm going to go lift some weights up, and I'm going to put them down. I'm going to lift them up, and then I'm going to put them back down. But I've been doing this for 25 years, and I'm still a work in progress. It doesn't just get easy when you figure it out. You still have to put the work into it. And that's my question too. What are you doing to put the work into it? Listen, here's the holidays. It's easy to just kind of blow off the holidays, but what if you come out and you're not maybe 100 pounds overweight, you're 110 pounds because you put 10 pounds in the holidays. Now you're just setting yourself up for more of a disaster, you're basically digging your hole deeper that you have to climb out of. So I'm going to tell you this right now. You can do that. You can wishful, if you're coming on now, and you can wishful think that 100 pounds can come off overnight, and you can get on the ketos and the cleanses and realize that weight doesn't mean you're losing fat, just so you know. Just if you lose 100 pounds doesn't mean you're losing 100 pounds of fat. You lose 5 pounds, it doesn't mean you've lost 5 pounds of fat. If you lose 5 pounds, it just means you're 5 pounds lighter. It doesn't mean anything about fat. It may be a little bit of fat, a little bit of water, could be a little bit of all the other fluids in your body, right? Everything and anything. So just keep that in mind going into the new year coming around the corner. Keep that in mind if you're struggling still. And if you're still struggling, why? When there's good coaches like me that are available to help. If you want help, reach out to me. We'll get on this. We'll get on the right page. And the next year, if you want to lose 100 pounds, let's do it together. I guarantee you'll have a better chance of losing it with a coach by your side and the accountability in place and the kind of structure that you need to succeed. Take care. God bless. Time to go lift and drop some weights. Maybe 100, maybe more.